Hi, I'm Representative Ilana Rubel, the House Minority Leader here in the Idaho Legislature, and welcome to the Minority Report, the Idaho Minority Report. Just going to fill you in on some of the things happening at your capital. One of the big pieces of news today was the governor stepped out and really spoke out strongly against the multiple efforts in effect right now to end the governor's state of emergency. And we are with the governor on this. We do not want to end the state of emergency. If we end that state of emergency, it will render us likely ineligible for a lot of FEMA funds that we're getting right now, which are helping us with vaccine distribution and testing, first responder costs. We have our local governments have a lot of costs in responding and paying overtime costs for their first responders. We could lose all that money if we terminate the state of emergency. That state of emergency has also enabled the governor to activate 400 National Guard members to help fill in some of the gaps on staffing and covering vaccination and all of these needs in our healthcare system. It's also allowed the governor to relax some of the licensure requirements so that we can get retired healthcare providers and such to come out of the woodwork and help us with our pressure on the healthcare system. So we think it would be a real setback to our efforts to end the pandemic and get back to normal if we were to throw away the resources that we need to address the pandemic and to rapidly deploy vaccines and do all the things we need to do to get back to normal. Now, this is something that our Republican colleagues have been pushing very hard, that we have been resisting, and I'm really hoping that the governor speaking out will help our cause in keeping the state of emergency in place so that we can end the COVID disaster faster, which is, I hope, what we all want to do in the end. So please feel free to speak out. You can rest assured that all of your Democratic legislators are in agreement that we should keep this emergency order in effect so that we can address COVID. But most on the other side at this point seem to be in favor of ending the order. So there's a civic action piece for you. Other things we have in the works, going to give you a really quick overview of some of our legislative priorities that we have going. I've been working on a bipartisan clean slate bill to allow those with minor offenses a path to petition to seal their criminal records so that they have a path to getting employment and housing and a brighter future and higher income. So I'm hoping this is going to move forward. And again, this is something where we'll need the public to come in and weigh in and with support to get it passed. Also working on a medical cannabis bill with a veteran who has terminal cancer and who really needs this help. So that's something that I'm hoping is going to move forward. We're working on a bill to allow kids to remain in foster care through age 21. This is something that has been shown to have really beneficial effects in promoting success for foster kids, reducing incarceration, improving their income, improving their likelihood of pursuing post-secondary education. That's something that a lot of other states are doing, and we would like to see Idaho do. Also looking at a voting rights bill that would provide people who have had their ballots thrown out because of a technical problem, if the clerk says your signature doesn't match and they throw out your ballot, require that you be notified and have an opportunity to vote on election day or otherwise fix your ballot so that your vote counts. And finally, working on something to call for coverage for specialty infant formula for kids that have rare digestive disorders who aren't allowed, who can't have regular formula and who need very expensive specialty formula, which is not now covered by insurance and which is really creating financial hardship for parents. So those are some of the things we're working on. Also wanted to let you know that now we've been told that all committees in the building will be allowing remote public testimony. So if you are concerned about coming into this building, which we fully understand, a lot of unmasked folks, you can testify remotely. So be sure that your voice is heard. We need you, we need your testimony, we need your input. Thank you so much, and we'll be keeping you updated throughout the session.